Everybody, today we have a BMW M4 here in the shop. This is a job that has already been done from someone here in the Austin area, and I just want to show you a couple things that are just good indicators of what to look for again whenever you're getting a PPF job. I want to be clear, this is in no way throwing an installer under the bus. We all have to learn some way, so this is obviously someone that just doesn't have the level of experience that we would want to expect for the price that we're paying. So my mission here is to show you what to look for whenever you pick up your vehicle, what to inspect and what to reject, so that you could push back on your installer whenever you pick up the car in the moment, instead of taking the car home, bringing it to another installer like myself and finding out after the fact. Unfortunately, this installer was very gracious and understood the situation and refunded the money, which is the proper thing to do. So again, by no means am I bashing an installer. This is just to inform you as the consumer. So the first thing I want to look at, I want to show you guys, is the hood. The hood has quite a few different lines in it. If you get in the right light here, you'll see a lot of like adhesive lines here. This is just from someone continuously pushing down fingers that appear in the film instead of doing a stretch and pull method to get this film down. Contamination is another common thing. There's two separate hairs, pretty good size hairs, that are in the hood. For us, it's very important that the hood, above all other panels, be the cleanest we can possibly get it, because that's the top facing panel. It's the first thing you see on your vehicle, so you want to have this looking like glass. There's quite a bit of just contamination and dirt spread throughout this, so this may have been installed in a dirtier environment. So that's, we got lift lines and stretch marks all throughout the film. So it just doesn't make the car look as good as it should. And obviously this is a beautiful vehicle, so we want this to look as nice as we possibly can. That's actually the intent of the film, is to keep the integrity of the vehicle, not make it look worse. Then over here, we see that at some point the installer must have struggled and they installed some form of a patch. This is definitely not acceptable. So if you ever see something like this, definitely reject your job and ask them to either repair it or refund the money and have the install done somewhere else. If we move down here, there's a lot of this throughout the install as well, where you've got film that's overhanging the mark. This will just eventually collect dirt, and then the dirt will move its way into the film, and the film will just lift. So that's a big failure point for the film. We've got more of that overhanging film right up here at this edge. And then if we move over here, we see a couple of air bubbles. You may see these from time to time. Every installer is going to miss some water, so very easy to remedy this situation. Not a big deal, but definitely look for these. These are something they can fix on the spot, so you want to look for silver bubbles. Again, we've got more patches, which also have a gap between the two edges of the film. This is obviously an impact point where you could get damage to your paint, so you want those seams super tight. And then if we move around to this side, we're seeing more of kind of the same. We've got the film overhanging. We've got adhesive marks right here where someone was pushing down some film, maybe even overheated it. That's gonna fail. We've got a cut mark right here where they had tried to piece together the film in some way, maybe just to force the sensor to fit. An alignment issue along the edge here. This is a pretty big gap. That would not be industry standard. So we want to look for those as well. We've got little fingers lifting up in different spots. You can see one right there. There's some lifting right here. We've got an edge hanging over on the hood under here. And then on this side, we've got some more of those same adhesive lines that are in the film. So the key point here is, whenever you're getting an install done on your vehicle, look it over. Don't expect absolute 100% perfection. Keep in mind, this is a big sheet of film that we're moving through the air to put onto a vehicle, but you should have pretty close to perfection on all of your installs. And if you see something, you definitely need to push back. But these things I'm showing you are not acceptable in the industry, and you want to reject your film. So thanks for watching. Again, hit us up at authenticdetails.com. If you have any questions, we're on Instagram, authenticdetailsatx. Or Facebook, Authentic Details, and we're happy to answer any questions. Whether you work with us or not, we want to be a resource for you, so feel free to reach out. Thank you.